This is the unboxing video of the TI, Texas Instruments, TI-30X IIS. I think that those are I because of the I for the TI. Definitely is not a 1. So this one is number 1 recommended by teachers. Let me see. So is this one, the TI-30XA, which is the version down, also recommended by teachers. This one you can use on the SAT, ACT, and AP. 2-line, meaning it's probably algebraic, and then solar. As you can see with the other brand, this one has no 2 lines. This is the lower brand, and we'll look at that right now. Oh, by the way, 2 lines, right? General math, statistics, and science functionality. General maths, algebra, geometry, statistics, and general science. Okay, so if we look at this here, this is over here. This seems to have a fundamental solar battery, right? Solar and battery. Does 2 lines, 1 variable, or 2? Yes, it does 2 variable statistics. So it might be able to do some type of regression. I don't know. We'll find out. Fractions, decimal conversions, trig. Apparently you can edit and paste. That's interesting. No math print. Step by step. Fractions, no. XY tables. So there's no tables built into this. Meaning you probably have to put the values without looking at them. Complex numbers and type of power. This one has 4 points. I've never seen this before. Maybe the more points you collect, maybe they'll give you something. I don't know. And then, of course, the advanced calculators, the TI-36X Pro, which we will multi-view apparently, which we will look at later. Okay, let's open this. Apparently, you can open it here. You can maybe tear it, right? But what I'll do instead is I'm going to open it on the side over here. And make sure you have parent supervision when you're using a knife if you are not an adult, because it's very dangerous having a knife. So you shouldn't be doing this. You should have somebody help you, okay? Let's see. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Instructions. Nice. Let's see. TI-30X, 2B, and S. So this is the S. I guess S for scientific and maybe B for maybe B for business. I have seen that calculator before. And it has a lot of, look at that. A little bit hard to read, I know. But it says general information, indicators on the screen. You can do last answer. That's nice. Let me see. That's over here in the purple. Very hard to see. But it's down here above the plus or minus key. Order of operation. That's interesting. What order of operation? Clearing and correcting, fractions, pi. It seems like there's 2 versions of pi or something. Angles, trigonometry, hyperbolics, logarithms, rectangular to polar, and I guess the other way around as well. Constants. There's a constant feature. Memory. Notation. There's scientific notation, apparently. Engineering. EE, 4 times 10. Statistics. 1 variable. That's nice. 2 variables, apparently. So you can get linear regression, the slope and the y-intercept, A for the slope, B for the y-intercept. Correlation coefficient, very nice. Okay. Now, in this calculator, you won't see the normal distribution or the inverse function, which is important in college statistics and maybe an AP class. Probabilities, permutation combinations, factorial, random generator. Okay. Then some error features. Battery replacement. Okay. It is solar, as you can see here. What else? In case of difficulties, you can get the TI people to talk to you in the warranty. Now let's see, on this side, oh, this is different. What is this? So these are all examples. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. These are different ways to enter your calculator. You got square roots and powers, fractions, parentheses, x times 10, logs, different ways of entering the different modes, trigonometric functions. I'm not sure what this is. I should know a little more. Constants, how to store stuff, fix, engineering, double E, stats, more stats, permutation combinations, and so forth. And I don't think I see here absolute value. I don't think so. I don't think I do. Okay. This is interesting. I mean, the TI-30XIIS has a nice little package of this. Very, very nice. Old school, actually. This is the way calculators used to be in the 80s. And maybe in the 90s, too. That'll be interesting. Let's see. Yes, it's folded somehow. I can never fold these back in the way they were. Maybe with a little bit of patience, you're able to do it. Okay, well, this is good enough. We'll fold this over, we'll put it over here on the side. We have a lot to show you here. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's okay. All right. So second button there, and I guess we can do in scientific mode, engineering mode. We can turn it on. It does have, it's very nice, isn't it? It has a solar panel, a very smaller solar panel. It looks like you delete. It has arrow features here because it's two screens, so you can definitely copy and paste. Logarithms, natural logarithms, times 10 to the x. I'm thinking maybe fractions to decimal, improper fractions, mixed number. Enter the data. Let's press data. Interesting. It says error. Okay. We'll clear. Second, stats. One variable, two variables. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll clear here. All right. You can exit stats, stat vars. Error. Probably have to be in some mode. Okay. Pi, that's nice. X to the minus 1, which is 1 over x, Would be nice if it was 1 over x, much more clear that way, but depends. X squared. Nah, this one has a caret key, so you can have that with any power that you want, not y to the x. I don't know. I do like y to the x. I'm old school. Any root right here on the purple, violet. Square root, x squared. 2 e's. Very nice. So 8, let's say. Second, x to the minus 1 will be e to the 9. So this would be e times 10 to the 9, right? That's nice. Percent. Okay, let's say 5%. No, you have to do probably percent. Well, let me see. Yeah, I guess 8%, wouldn't it? I guess you would write it that way, times 9, right? And then the answer. Okay. Comma. K for constant, I think. Divide, multiply, subtract. This one has an enter or equal key. That's interesting. Plus or minus, answer. Fix, reset. So this one, if you go second 0, you can reset. And this is, you can say yes. That's interesting. Memory cleared and all, right? Clear variable. Recall, I guess, store. And you can turn it off if you like. And you can turn it on, right? Maybe fraction to decimal, maybe here, like I said before. RMP, that would be interesting. I'm not sure. I've seen this in other calculators. Maybe this is probability. Yes. So you have permutations, combinations, right? Let's clear that. And then you have, I guess, minutes, seconds, maybe hours on this button here. The trigonometric functions and the arc signs and so forth. Clear button, and that's it. There is nothing. There's nothing here. There's no other sub functions or second. If you press the second button, none of these seem to do anything. I don't see the stats like the mean, median, mode, and all that. That must be built in here in a certain way. Again, you probably have to have it in a stats mode or something. Okay. Here, this one uses an X1 CR2025 battery, 3 volt, 165 milliamp. Okay, that one you can definitely get probably at the store, but you probably don't need it. That's interesting. Then here has a little slip in, gives you some directions, 2-line display and so forth, and clearing and editing. Is it easy to put together? I think it is. Let me see. Am I doing that the right way? Or is it, no, it can't be like that. A little bit tough. This one I also got at Target. This one was on sale. I think this one was $14 for back to school sale. Okay, let's see if we can put that here. Okay, let's look at that. Where is it? It's over here. The TI-30XIIS. Oh, this one, they slide out. Okay, so this is the what they call basic, this one on the left, and then the fundamental one. And then there's the advanced one, the TI-30XIIS Pro, and we'll talk about that one in a minute. But this one do 1 variable statistics. This one does 2 variable statistics at a certain level. But you can see that the profile's a little bit higher, just a little bit. Let's look at a 36X Pro, which is a little bit bigger. And it has a lot more functions, as you can see. You have buttons that look like this, where you have, for fractions, a fraction button. This one has an ABC button. So if you're going to put 5, ABC 4, you see that it has a bracket here. while this one is, let's turn it on, right? I think I could put a 5, and then the number goes in the bottom 6. You can see that it has a way different look and feel than this one. This one's a true 2 or more multi, right? Maybe, is it 3? Yeah, 3 screens. So it has somewhat like what they call a stack. These numbers will start disappearing as I do more math in here. Okay. It has an answer key, by the way, the TI-30X2S, or TI-30X. Actually, this is a 2. Look at that. That looks like a Roman numeral 2S. Let me see. Okay, so I probably was wrong. This is a 30X2S, right? Second generation, probably. All right. Okay, so you can see this one also has an answer key. Yeah, it says answer. Here's just A and S. This one doesn't have an answer key. What does it mean? It means you can pick up answers from previous answers. This button, by the way, for the TI-36X Pro, this one you got to press 1, 2, 3, 3 times to give you 3 different values, or 3 different functions, I should say. This one doesn't have something like this one has e to the x, because this, look, all of this area is being full already of secondary functions above the keys. Definitely, this one has a distribution right here, over here on the right, distribution. This one doesn't have a distribution, meaning the normal distribution. Very, very affordable calculator to do normal distribution and also inverse normal. Now, of course, the big boy is the TI-34 Plus, which is way more expensive, a lot more features. It does graphing, of course. But if you notice, these calculators, they have different symbols for, different ways of calculating the problem. Like this one has a caret key right here. This one doesn't. This one has X, and it has a little box. This one has a caret key. This one doesn't have a caret key. This one has Y to the X. So maybe different math classes, right? Maybe this is middle school, high school, and these two could be college, right? This could be maybe an entry-level finite class or something, and this one could be more of a scientific calculator for chemistry and so forth. So there is another calculator, a few others that are also could be mentioned. This one is not sold in the States. You have to get it through a third party. You can get it through Amazon. This is a TI-30X Pro, not a 36. This is the math print version. This is my favorite calculator at the moment. Very, very compact and nice. So these are definitely, they're all competitors, but depending on what you need. This one, you could do 2 variable statistics. And just to, I know we're talking about the TI-30X2S, but this one right here, this is a TI-36 Solar. This is a TI-36. This is a 1986 calculator. And it had a lot of things, combinations, permutations, pi, sum, storage, scientific notation. I forgot what FD stands for. Maybe I'll remember. Square root and so forth, third root and so forth. So even in the 80s, we had many of these functions. I don't think this does stats, right? And then in the 90s, we had this one. This one's a little more, or it could be a little more than the 90s, maybe the 2000s. Okay. And you can see this one's at third and second. I really like this calculator, and it's beat up. This is way, way nice. But the thing is, this one's a Pro. So it does more statistics than this one. Going back to this, look at that, it turned off. Let's turn on again. Going back to the TI-30XIIS, you can definitely see that it's a little bit more advanced than the TI-30XA. And the price difference is usually like $4. This one is like 19, less than 20, right? And depending on what your teacher tells you which one to buy out of these three. Because if you buy this one, right, which is less than $20, but they recommend you to have this one, then, you know, you might have to, you probably can't use this one. This one also do integrations right there. You can see that it integrates and also differentiates few things, definite integrals and so forth. But yeah, this, the basic one doesn't have solar. These two do. This one runs on batteries, AAA batteries. And you have this one, of course, you won't see this probably. You might see it on a drawer somewhere, but it's a very nice calculator to start off with. There is these Casio ones, and I only have this one at the moment. Well, yeah, this one, and I do have another Casio, but that one's the FX260 Solar 2, right? I think it's less than $5 or something. And this one here, the Casio FX30XIIS Plus, which has a lot more features than this one, and the layout is different. And your teacher will tell you something about which calculator to get. And then eventually, let's look at this one because I've been showing this one off. This one's the basic or basic 3003. This calculator, you can find at the 99-cent store. Not 99 anymore, I don't think. Less than 5. Does a lot of features. It has a lot of has standard deviation and sum of x, means, population standard deviation, sample standard deviation, and so forth. Okay, so you got a variety of calculators here, but really you can focus on these three, right? And this video is about this one here. It gives you an idea of the layouts on the keyboard, and also if it's something that you feel like you need in your class. If this was something useful for you, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please tell your teachers, your friends. Maybe they're interested in looking for a calculator. And then on this site, you'll find a lot of other resources and a lot of step-by-step calculations. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.